Hi guys, it's Whiskey Webb here. Today I thought I would take you through something completely different. We're not going to do a whiskey review today, and this is more about what's been happening at the Shelter Point Distillery the last week, because it has been a crazy week, let me tell you. Up at 4 in the morning some days, just trying to make as much sanitizer as we can for the local medical services. It's weird how much things can change and how quickly it can happen, because like last week we were just making whiskey, just carrying on as normal, and then a week later we've just changed the whole business. So I think it was maybe Monday. Today's the 28th of March, so it's Saturday, just finished the week of work. And Patrick, just the owner of Shelter Point, he just decided, right, let's go for this. Like, people need help. We'd had all these requests for sanitizer and things, so and when Patrick gets something between his teeth, like he's like a dog with a bone, there's no half measures with Patrick. We just go balls to the wall, is how he says it. So yeah, we did, and we got all the spare alcohol that was sitting around the distillery, and we kind of redistilled it with the purpose of making sanitizer. Now, there's a huge demand for sanitizer out there, not only from individuals, but for hospitals and GP practices, firefighters, police, all sorts. So we're trying our best to fill that need in the local area here in the North Island of Vancouver Island, and also throughout BC and maybe further afield as well, if the need is there. So what we did was we went and researched the recipe. So it's an actual recipe from the World Health Organization. They have two main formulations, one using isopropyl alcohol, the other one using ethanol or ethyl alcohol. So we chose the ethyl alcohol one, and what we're doing is we're distilling the alcohol up to 77%, and then we're adding glycerine and hydrogen peroxide, and we end up with an overall ABV of a minimum of 75%, which is the minimum required or suggested by the World Health Organization to guarantee that it's an effective sanitizer. So with this, we've done like bulk versions. This is the first one here. This is our 750 milliliter. This one has a spray nozzle as well. The other one is our 20 litre containers. So this is what I mean by going big or going home. Like, these are like bulk sizes really. And we even sent 2,000 litres in two 1,000 litre totes down to Vancouver General Hospital because their need is so great. So we're trying to make it as cost effective for people as possible. Like, we're barely covering cost, we're just trying to make it as accessible and readily available and affordable. So this one's $10, the 20 litres is $100. So I think that's a very fair price for what we're making. And then in the last week we made 7,650 litres. Some of that was actually 30 barrels that we emptied. We'd filled barrels 3 weeks ago, and we decided, right, let's use this alcohol for a greater purpose, for the greater good. It does hurt my heart a lot as a whiskey lover to see barrels emptied, but I think on this occasion it's a justifiable cause and something that was definitely worth doing. So we emptied the barrels, we got all this alcohol, redistilled it, and we made 7,000, over 7,500, and we sold out in 5 days. Like, hospitals, all these different services took it, individuals were queuing up outside the distillery. So we realised just how great the demand is. And also there's many other distilleries around making it in BC, like Wayward just down the road in Courtenay, or others all over the country actually. So whatever your local distillery is, make sure you check them out if you need any sort of sanitizer, because there will be others out there even if we've sold out ourselves. So yeah, just hang on a sec, because we will have more. I mean, we've ordered a whole bunch of alcohol, like thousands of litres of grain neutral spirit, and we're going to make hopefully up to maybe 33,000 in the next week or two. So even if you don't have it at the moment, if you're patient, there'll be more available just a little bit down the road. So don't panic, there will be more. And I think at these times as well, it's good if people just remain calm. don't panic buy, don't hoard, just, you know, chill out. It will happen eventually. We just have to form an orderly queue, you know, and it will all come good in the end. So, yeah. In terms of using this stuff, like our sanitizer is multi-purpose, so you can use it anywhere. Like you can spray it over your hands, you can spray it over your kitchen or any door handles or railings. I mean, even when I go to local supermarket, I take a bottle with me and I just spray it over the basket or the trolley or whatever, just to make sure that, you know, everything's kind of sanitized as best as possible. And with this one, like usually it's clear liquid because we don't add anything to the WHO grade stuff. You don't want any allergens in there, so we don't add essential oils, we don't add any things. But if you know that you don't have allergies, then if you want to change the flavour, make it smell a bit nice, I actually like put some dried orange peel and lemon peel in there just to give it a bit of a citrus kick, and then yeah, it smells good, you know. And you know, if the police ever pull you over in the car and your car smells of alcohol, you've got a good excuse now because you've just sanitised your car. So you know, you've got like a backup reason to yeah, explain away. So yeah, that's it. Sanitizer is happening. Sanitizer is real. We're going to continue producing it for as long as it's needed by the local and wider community. But in the background, we will be making whiskey as well. So all the whiskey fans out there, don't worry. We're not going to be doing this totally at the expense of whiskey. There will be whiskey being made and there will be barrels being filled. So we're trying to have two tracks. You know, we've got both trains going down at the same time. And yeah, I'm sure we'll keep it going. And it's a real team effort. The family, like the Evans family, everyone's chipped in. Like Patrick's wife, his daughters. We've all been bottling up a storm together. You know, it's really us doing something positive and trying to really help the community. So we're doing it out of our own volition. It's not really just because we work there or anything. Like, we want to help people, and it's a real motivator. So it's wonderful that way. And also, if you're out there and you know anyone in the medical services industry, maybe nurses, doctors, or any of your friends, or maybe you're one yourself, it'd be great to get some feedback in terms of what kind of demand there are in these institutions, because then that will help us try and establish how much more we need to order in terms of supplies and things to provide the most effective sanitizer services possible. So that'd be great. And thank you so much. Any questions or comments, please get in touch, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.